because it amazes me how people don't know. And I understand, but it's it's your house, it's your life, it's your situation, so you owe it to yourself to look into it fully. So I'm here to help, and the bank is here to collect a mortgage. That's all they want to do. If you're in good standings, they expect it every month to come. If you decide when you meet with your loved ones and coworkers and family members that money's tight, you're completely underwater on your house, you do not need to go default on your payment. You do not have a mortgage late on your payment in order to have a successful short sale. So what also I need to stress is the importance of reaching out to me right away. I've met my wife, I've met with my family, I've met with my accountant. I understand the ramifications of a short sale. I also understand the financial hardship that I'm under. I can no longer afford to make this mortgage payment. I can try and hold on for as long as possible, but Dave, we need your help. We need you to get involved with the bank. We need you to bring offers to the bank, and we need to get out from under this house. The sooner you let me know, the sooner I can help. A lot of people that have called me on the 90th yard line of the foreclosure process asking for help, it's too late. I can't help you. They've missed several mortgage payments. The bank is fully aware that there's problems. There's harassment calls at the house on a nightly basis trying to figure out what their intentions are, if they're going to make a payment, and then it goes into the foreclosure process to auction. Then a gentleman or a woman who works for the bank will come knocking on your door and let you know that you're no longer the owner. The bank is. Okay? People will call me 3 weeks prior to the auction being set. Well, guess what? Within a 5-day window of when that auction date is actually set, I can't do anything anyways. Let alone can I do something in such a short period of time. It's just not realistic. So I can tell you that don't become late on your mortgage. Tell me the problems. We'll work out the financial hardship. You tell me your information. We sit with your accountant. You look at the tax ramifications. You understand the risk and reward, and you understand the benefits, and you come to the conclusion that this might be the best alternative and that you want to give it your best shot. That's when I can help. But you have to let me know what the problems are, and I will be the first to tell you if you're a good candidate or not. I have a long series of questions regarding the financial hardship that will help me determine if you're a good fit. If you're not a good fit, I'm not going to waste my time knowing what I know with the banks, and I'm not going to waste your time and keeping you hopeful that something might work out when through my experience working with the internal banks that you're just not a good fit, whether you have no financial hardship. A lot of people come to me and their numbers don't make sense, meaning they can make the payment for as long as they want to. They just choose not to. And that's called a strategic default. They're like, well, I'm $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 upside down on my house. What's the point? And I understand that, and I get it. But if your financial hardship package doesn't make sense, then it's really hard to go to them and say, let's do a loan modification and then a short sale. In a short sale situation, we can make that work, but it's harder to get the banks to listen to us because the financial hardship doesn't really prove that you truly can't make a payment, and that's what a short sale is really intended to do. So the last thing I want to leave you with is just remember, this is not your fault. Okay, the banks have put out these offers over the last 7 years. Stated loans became rampant. The broker industry on the lending side became borderline criminal. There's a lot of fraud. In fact, I think the statistic, don't quote me on this, is 92% of the loans done through 2002 to 2005 were fraudulent, and that's because of stated loans. People were stating their income versus what they actually made, and that's fraud. Even though the banks had put those guidelines there, I mean, they made it possible for you to say, hey, my credit score is 750 points, and I'd like to buy this house, and in order for me to buy this house, I've got to tell you I make $12,000 a month. That's a stated loan. You're stating your income, and it's considered fraud. The banks know this, and sometimes we have to get the attorneys involved to pursue this. But for the most part, we've been able to get through this process without it. But it's nice to have that trump card, that ace in the hole kind of situation where we do have attorneys that can aggressively pursue the banks, knowing that they've processed a loan that is fraudulent. Don't be embarrassed. You're not alone. This is happening across the country. There are thousands of short sales occurring daily. So know that this is now considered a socially accepted way of selling your home. 90% of the transactions I've done in the last 3 years have everything to do with distressed situations. You'll barely find a homeowner out there today selling a property as a vanilla, normal transaction. If they do, typically it's overpriced and no one's really interested in it because it's above the comparable market today. Now, this is my disclaimer, and I have to read this to you because we've had a lot of problems in the past. The above comments represent my opinions. You are urged to seek the advice of your accountant and/or attorney regarding your legal, financial, credit, and tax-related issues in regards to the disposition of your property in this manner. You need to talk to your accountant. You need to talk to your attorney. I am a real estate broker. I can guide you working with the banks. I can execute sales and marketing through the process, and I can do everything in my power to present the best package we can. But when it comes to legal advice, tax ramifications, you need to seek a professional other than myself. So call me today and we can review your specific situation, and I'll be the first to tell you if you're a good candidate or not. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you.